हेलो एवरीवन, वेलकम टू द चैनल नोबल बेल। इन टुडेज सेशन हम लोग कंटिन्यू करेंगे लास्ट के हमारे सेशन से, दैट वाज सेल एंड टिश्यूज क्लास 9 साइंस। लास्ट सेशन में हमने 10 क्वेश्चंस डिस्कस किए थे विद द मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट क्वेश्चंस फॉर योर अपकमिंग सैनिक स्कूल एज वेल एज राष्ट्रीय मिलिट्री स्कूल एंट्रेंस एग्जाम। आज के सेशन में हम आगे के कुछ फर्दर मोर इंपॉर्टेंट टॉपिक्स डिस्कस करेंगे, कुछ क्वेश्चंस डिस्कस करेंगे एसोसिएटेड विद देम। सो एवरीवन, let's get started. But before starting, do not forget to subscribe the channel Novel Bell. Press the bell notification next to it. And let's start with the today's session. For all of those जिन्होंने लास्ट सेशन एक्सेस नहीं किया था, आप इस सेशन के बाद उसको एक्सेस कर सकते हो। द लिंक आई हैव प्रोवाइडेड इन द डिस्क्रिप्शन। वहां से आप फर्स्ट सेशन द सेल एंड टिश्यूज का एक्सेस कर सकते हैं। Everyone, as you can see, the question number 11 is, nucleus is separated from cytoplasm by nuclear membrane, nucleoplast, organs and cell membrane. So if you will carefully have a look at the structure of cell, अगर आप एक सेल का स्ट्रक्चर देखोगे, so let's say this I have drawn a cell. This is the cell. अगर हम एनिमल सेल की बात कर रहे हैं, so the outermost limiting structure of the animal cell is plasma membrane. Plasma membrane को ही the other name we have is cell membrane. They are the same thing, plasma membrane or cell membrane. After that, inside of this, there is cytoplasm. All of this, there are organelles as well, but then there is cytoplasm. Then we have a nucleus. Okay, then we have got a nucleus with other nuclear material inside of it. And यहाँ पे आपको कुछ organelles देखने मिलेंगे, like you can find Golgi bodies here. Then you can find mitochondria, vacuoles, several other organelles can be found. But हमारा most important topic इस question से associated है. So the outermost limiting structure of the cell is plasma membrane. Question हमसे कह रहा है that which structure is responsible for the separation of nucleus from cytoplasm. Nucleus को हम cytoplasm से कैसे separate करते हैं? So nuclear membrane, B nucleoplasm, C organs or D cell membrane. So cell membrane or plasma membrane, as I told you, is the outermost structure. So cell membrane or plasma membrane is not separating the nucleus with the cytoplasm. Cytoplasm क्या है? This region is cytoplasm. And the dark colored black region जो आपको दिख रहा है, this is nucleus. अब जो nucleus है, the nucleus is made up of two parts. ये जो outermost lining है, that is called as nuclear membrane, and inner dark colored structure that you are seeing, that is called as nucleoplasm, or you can call nuclear material. So I'm writing it as nucleoplasm. Now if you will read the question again, what is the question saying? Nucleus is separated from cytoplasm by nuclear membrane. Okay, the right answer would be option A, nuclear membrane. How is nucleus separated from cytoplasm? ये आपका cytoplasm है. This is your nuclear material or nucleoplasm that is present inside of the nucleus. So nucleus cytoplasm से separate कैसे हुआ? Nucleus is separated from cytoplasm due to the presence of this structure called as nuclear membrane. So right answer for this question is going to be option A, nuclear membrane, right? The right answer would be option A, nuclear membrane. Question number 12. Tissues combine to form. Once again, we had discussed this question in the yesterday's session. Tissues combine to form nucleus, cells, organism or organs. So all of those जिन्होंने yesterday session refer किया था, आपने कल का session refer किया था, तो आपको पता होगा why do tissues combine to form? I told you all that cells, similar kind of cells, combine to form tissues. Tissues with similar kind of functions combine to form organs, and then organs combine to form organ system, right? Organs combine to form organ system, and when several organ system combines, what is formed? An organism is formed. Okay, an organism is formed. तो यहाँ पे देखिए, what is the question saying? The question is saying tissues combine to form. When tissues combine, what do tissues form? Tissues form organs. Tissues combine to form organs, and such an option is given in option D. So right answer would be option D. Tissues combine to form organs. Option D is the correct answer. Next is question number 13. The liquid material in the nucleus is chromosomes, B, bacteria, C, nucleoplasm, or D, nucleolus. The liquid material present in the nucleus. What is the liquid material that is present inside of the nucleus called? Let's have a look at this diagram again. अगर हमने ये cell का diagram हम दोबारा देखेंगे, Carefully look at this diagram. So have a look here. What we have drawn, this is your nucleus, okay? And inside of this nucleus, we have a nuclear membrane, and inside we have nucleoplasm. Let's get back to the question number 13. The question number 13 is saying liquid material present inside of the nucleus. अगर हम nucleus का structure देखेंगे, this was our cell. This is our nucleus, and then we have a viscous liquid material present inside of nucleus. हम इसको कहते हैं nucleoplasm. What do we call it? We call it as nucleoplasm. Okay, so right answer would be option C, nucleoplasm. The liquid material present inside of the nucleus is called nucleoplasm. The membrane of nucleus is called nuclear membrane. ये भी हमने study किया था. It is called as nuclear membrane. And then we have the cell membrane. Other things given here in the options are chromosome and nucleolus. तो आप याद रखोगे, chromosomes are present inside of the nucleoplasm. Okay, inside of the nucleoplasm you can find chromosomes. What are chromosomes? Chromosomes are the thread-like structures that are present inside of the nucleoplasm and are responsible for transfer of characters. And इसके अंदर आप nucleolus भी find कर सकते हो. So right answer for this question is going to be nucleoplasm. The liquid material in the nucleus is called nucleoplasm. Next is question number 14. Cells present in the living organisms differ in number, shape, size, all of these. Now, as we all know that human beings are made up of cells, animals and organisms, every living organism is made up of cells. But are all the cells same? The answer is no. जितने भी cells हमारे body में present होते हैं, all cells are of different kind. Okay, all the cells are of different kind. Similar kind of cells combine and they form tissues, and all the cells are of different kind. अब वो different होंगे तो different किस way में होंगे? They can be different in the form of numbers, like RBC is more than WBC. Okay, so in the numbers they can be different. RBC is greater than WBC. They can be different in shape. Shape में कैसे different होंगे? Some cells are circular. Some cells are branched like nerve cells. Okay, this way. Then size, they can differ in the form of size as well. Size में भी उनमें difference हो सकता है. So in all these aspects, the cells can be different, and most importantly, they can be different in the form of function. Some cells are responsible for the transport, some cells are responsible for the growth. So all the cells living in organisms differ on the 4 factors: number, shape, size and function. And अगर आप options में देखोगे, so we are having number, shape and size. All the 3 options are correct. And the D option is saying all of these. So right answer यहाँ पे होगा option D, all of these. Cells are present in living organisms. Cells present in living organisms differ in number, they differ in shape, and they differ in size. So right answer would be option D, all of these. But if in exam, instead of size, if you find a option as function, then also all of these would be correct answer, because हमने यहाँ study किया that cells differ in function as well. So number, shape, size and function आप याद रखेंगे. Cells present in living organisms differ in this aspect. Next is question number 15. Cells which lack nuclear membrane are called a very important question. A. Eukaryotic cells, B. Prokaryotic cells, C. Single cells, or D. Multicells. Cells which lack nuclear membrane. What is the lack of nuclear membrane? Lack of nuclear membrane means nuclear membrane is absent. So all those cells in which nuclear membrane is absent. So cells primarily, everyone, are how many kinds? Cells are of 2 kinds. Cells are primarily of 2 kinds. First kind is called prokaryote. Okay. First is called prokaryotic cell, and the second kind of cell is called as eukaryotic cells. So these 2 kinds of cells we have. Prokaryotic cells कौन से होंगे? Cells in which nuclear membrane is absent. Okay, in these cells nuclear membrane is absent. On the other hand, in eukaryotic cells nuclear membrane is present. Okay, in eukaryotic cells nuclear membrane is present. So these are the 2 kinds of cells. So now we will have a look at question again. Cells which lack nuclear membrane, that means cells in which nuclear membrane is absent. What do we call such kind of cells? We call all such kinds of cell as prokaryote. Okay, we call them prokaryotic cells. अगर आप देखोगे, the word prokaryotic contains pro. The word prokaryotic contains pro. What is the meaning of pro? प्रो का मीनिंग होता है प्राइमरी. ओके, प्रो स्टैंड्स फॉर प्राइमरी. These are primary cells. Primary as in they have evolved first. सबसे पहले जो cells थे they were prokaryotic. Primary cells, उनमें न्यूक्लियर मेम्ब्रेन प्रेजेंट नहीं था. एंड स्लोली स्लोली ओवर द कोर्स ऑफ इवोल्यूशन हमारे पास यूकैरियोटिक सेल्स आ गए. हमारे पास यूकैरियोटिक सेल्स आ गए जिनमें न्यूक्लियर मेम्ब्रेन भी प्रेजेंट थी. सो प्रोकैरियोटिक सेल्स हैव nuclear membrane, they lack nuclear membrane. In eukaryotic cells nuclear membrane is present. Now one more thing is there जो आपको याद रखनी चाहिए in this respect is the examples of prokaryotic cells. The only example of prokaryotic cells is bacteria. Okay, bacteria are your prokaryotic cells. All the other cells you see like amoeba or your humans, giraffe, any other thing, okay, all organisms, they are what? They are eukaryotic. Okay, so that was the major difference, prokaryotic and eukaryotic. Prokaryotic, nuclear membrane is absent. Eukaryotic, the nuclear membrane is present. Next is question number 16, the control center of all the activities of cells. So I think for this question you all will be providing the answer because we have discussed this question in very detail in the last session. That's why I have repeated the question. This is a very important question और आप लोग इसका आंसर प्रोवाइड करोगे in the chat box. Next we are going for question number 17. The colored organelles which are found in plants only are chlorophyll, B plastids, C vacuoles or WBC. The colored organelles which are found only in plants. Only in plants means they are not present in animal cells. They are found only in plant cells. They are only present in plant cells. So options are chlorophyll, plastids, vacuoles and WBC. WBC are what? WBC are white blood cells. What are WBC? WBC are white blood cells. White blood cells or WBC. These are the characteristic cells of animals. Only animals में ही आपको WBC देखने मिलेंगे. So this became an incorrect option because the question is asking the cells which is present only in the plant cell. The organelle present only in the plant cell. WBC आपका आंसर नहीं होगा. Second is vacuoles. Vacuoles are the empty spaces that are there, right? So vacuoles are present in animal cells as well as in plant cells. On the other hand, they are not colored at all. So animals vacuoles is also incorrect. Third option, second option, sorry, is plastids. Plastids, everyone, you will keep in mind, are all the organelles that are colored. Okay, plastid are the colored organelles that are there, and these are present only in the plant. So one prime example of plastids agar aapko yaad hoga, so in the last class we discussed was chloroplast. Okay, these are the chloroplast, green color plastids, they are called as chloroplast. And there are option A is chlorophyll. Chlorophyll, everyone, these two options might be confusing. Chlorophyll is also colored, plastids are also colored. So right answer kya hoga? Right answer would be plastids. Right answer would be plastids. Plastid are the organelles that are colored organelles and present only in the plants. Chlorophyll क्यों आंसर नहीं होगा? Because chlorophyll is a pigment. Chlorophyll is not a organelle. Chlorophyll is a pigment. It is a green colored pigment. Okay, so you see all the plants are green. That is due to the presence of chlorophyll. तो दोनों में difference क्या है? These two options are given to confuse you. The difference is chlorophyll is a pigment and plastids are the organelles that, and both of them are only present in plants. That's why the right answer would be option B. Question number 18. A group of similar cells combine to form tissue, organ, organisms or organelles. So everyone, a group of similar cells will combine to form a tissue. Tissues combine to form organs. Organs combine to form organ systems. Okay, organs combine to form organ system. A group of similar cells combine to form, the right answer would be tissue. Question number 19. 19 question says an organism containing only a single cell is called unicellular organism, multicellular organism and organelle or all of these. Any organisms that just contains one cell. कोई भी organism जिसमें से single cell present है हम उनको क्या कहेंगे? We call all such organisms as unicellular organism. On the other hand, multicellular organisms क्या होंगे? Organisms that contain more than one cell. Okay, organisms that contain more than one cell. Unicellular organisms के अगर आप example देखोगे, cells with organisms with one cell. So you will keep in mind bacteria is unicellular, amoeba is unicellular, yeast is unicellular, there are a lot of organisms that are unicellular. So all of these organisms you will keep in mind. An organism containing one single cell is called unicellular organism. Question number 20. Cell walls are found in plant cell only, animal cell only, both A and B and D, none of these. So everyone who has gone through yesterday's session, उस session में हमने बहुत detail में discuss किया था that what are the differences between a plant cell and an animal cell. What are the differences between a plant cell and an animal cell? This we have discussed in quite a detail. हमने वहाँ discuss किया था that plant cell contains cell wall. Okay, in plant cells, cell wall is present. Howsoever, in animal cells, cell wall is absent. We further discuss plant cells contain chloroplast, but on the other hand, chloroplasts are absent in animal cell. Third, we discussed large central vacuole is present in plant cell, but this large central vacuole is absent in animal cell, and animal cell shows the presence of another cell organelle. That cell organelle is called centriole. उसको हम कहते हैं centriole. However, centriole is absent in plant cells. So ये कुछ हमने differences study किए थे. So everyone just write these down, and these are going to be the most important differences that you will ever study, and based on this you might get a question in your exam. तो अगर आप ये 4 differences ही याद रखोगे, so you will be able to solve this question. Plant cell में cell wall present है, but it is absent in animal cell. What is the question saying? Cell wall is found in? Answer you know directly. Plant cells. Animal cells do not contain. Animal cells do not contain cell wall. One more important thing you will keep in mind regarding the plant cell wall is that plant cell wall is made up of cellulose. Okay, it is made up of cellulose. Okay, so cellulose is another term that you will keep in mind. That's why we call it cellulosic plant cell or cellulosic cell wall. Okay, so with this everyone, we will sum up our today's session. For next session, stay connected with the session, and all of you जिनको इसका PDF required है for the questions, kindly download the Knowell Bell app. Knowell Bell app के लिए link I have provided in the description. वहाँ से आप download कर सकते हो, and वहाँ आप study material section में access करना, you will be able to get the entire PDF there. वहाँ से आप पूरा PDF जो है सभी questions को access करके you can practice them all the time. So with this everyone, we will sum up our today's session. We will meet in the next session tomorrow. Till then everyone, all the very best for your exam, and we will meet again. Bye everyone.